The real winner now. Clean, clean, clean. Every time man step out we clean, clean, clean. Y'all ask if my name Lister.
Hi guys, welcome to the Kickin' It with Reecy and Frenz show. It's your girl Reecy, and today we have my friends, not our friend, my friends. To the left we have Holy Hearted. She have a name, but Holy Hearted is her name.
Yeah, what's my name?
Nadine, aka Holy Hearted. Say hi.
What can I say? Hi.
And we have Jay.
Oh,
Hey.
you gotta say it all soft.
Of course. Hey Jay. Although you desert me for a couple of shows, but it's great to have you back.
It's a great pleasure.
And to the right, we have Condra. Hey Condra. We're gonna find out a name for you.
Oh, I got my name. I'm good.
Okay. And this is a new friend. Let me tell you, I never thought somebody could outdo Reecy. I think I meet my match. I gotta fight. I gotta reclaim my position.
Take it, baby.
Miss Tia, welcome to Reecy
Thank you for
and
having me.
Friends.
Thank you for having me.
And so today's topic is a needed topic. I love talking about this. It's about using GoFunds for funerals. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I know Miss Nadine is ready for this topic. Because we talk about, she is, because we always talk about it.
Always.
Always. So I'm going to let you start off. What do you think about persons using GoFunds to pay for funerals?
Not sexy.
And why is it not sexy? Elaborate.
Because I think, everybody dies. Google it. 100% of us will die. So that's something we should prepare for, and it's our responsibility. Nobody else's. So I don't think I should be contributing to paying for someone else's funeral. I think that's something you should take care of for yourself and your loved ones.
And it's not to sound selfish or mean, but you're right. And I was gonna say something and it just.
While she gathers her
Oh,
thoughts,
okay.
You can go to the CEO Legacy Group.
It does,
the
yeah.
CEOlegacy.com. And we can talk about that.
What I was gonna say, that a lot of people think that insurance it only is for people that have children or whatever.
That's a
Single,
misconception.
single. Yeah. I mean, persons that don't have children, they may think, oh, I don't need insurance because who am I going to leave the insurance? Or maybe that's what they have in their mind. But I don't think they're thinking about when they die, who is the stress of their loved ones that have to take care of the financial burden. They're already grieving.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
They're already grieving, and to add that stress, it's crazy.
It's unbearable.
Yeah.
I feel Gerber allows you from infancy to take out a policy. And if you value your own life and you love the people, your family members, those that are connected to you, you want to kind of have something solid and in place. In the Black community is technically where it really, really, really hits the rubber meets the road, because the mindset is, I don't want nobody getting rich off of me. I don't want to leave this money to whomever as if it's going to change your life forever. 9 times out of 10, even when parents pass, grandparents, and even if they have a significant policy and it is left to their kids, if the child isn't of age, I would have to say 25 plus or have a mature mind, they run through that money within a year to 2 years anyway.
But that can be addressed.
It's stipulations.
A trust can be set up to accommodate that.
But the mindset does not carry over to say, when I die, let me have at least a $10,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 policy in place so that there is a proper burial. And again, that's why we need a will and last testament,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, in order for that to be in writing. So the money isn't splurged out for whatever. It is literally specifically set for that.
And
But
and a lot
we
of
dropped
people
the
think that
ball.
you have to leave 500
Millions.
millions. No, you don't.
Simple.
Simple. Listen, just even if you just want to have a policy to bury
Correct.
the person.
Yeah,
Correct.
but and
Just-
on that note, there's a misconception as to what life insurance does, because yeah, you have a $10,000 policy, a final expense, but then you have insurance for building wealth,
Yes.
right? You have insurance that will pay you while you're alive when you have a heart attack, a stroke, a critical or chronic illness. So there's just a common misconception about what life insurance does.
It even goes beyond life insurance. I think there's a couple of things that you addressed that come out in this, and that is mindset. And as I've been working with the $100 Million Run Group, and as we've been working on different things and really trying to go into the black and brown community and talk about building generational wealth,
Yeah.
what is so wrong with leaving a legacy for your family?
Yes.
But that also goes back to, if your children are trifling, how did you raise them?
Correct.
You know, so like, for example, with everything that we've gone through and everything, all the way, every step of the way from rebuild till now, my son has been step in step with me.
Good.
So he knows, like, I need to build an LLC. I need to build a couple of them, more than them. I need to have one for each thing that I'm doing. He's learning financial literacy. He's learning what to do, not just what I leave him. He's not looking at what I leave. Because our generation and back, going toward our parents, these people were looking for what they were going to be left.
Yep.
My son is looking for what he's going to build now. And then he'll know what to do with what I leave, because exactly, yes, like she stated, there will be a will and a trust and a POA in place.
Amen.
So all those things, so I'm not going to end up in any type of probate
Yes.
at all. I did
You see that?
a couple of months ago, I did a post-retirement, like going into how have they built things up, the economy is changing, so we had a whole Zoom, and it was the questions that I got from people to research. He went into everything from offshore money that was coming in from a spouse, and it was all going back to, you know, when they passed, will I be able to cover this? We went into the different types of life insurance policies. What are the types that you need to have so that, you know, these things can be covered, and so that, you know, you're having the best bang for your money. And then looking at now, where's your 401k? But I think that, or your Roth IRA rather, but I think for me, the best example that I had was my grandmother. So she came up not in an era where, you know, people of color were taught about money. She taught herself. So let's start there. You know, we're getting to a point in life where there's no excuse. We have the internet, the extranet, the dark web, and everything. There's no excuse. My grandmother didn't have an internet. She didn't have a college education. She didn't have any of that. But she still knew how to run her money, how to take care of herself, whether it was her and my grandfather and my aunts and uncles and things like that. When she passed away, there was an envelope. And I learned this from her. So I have an envelope, and my envelope is with my POA.
Yes.
So if anything happens to me, God forbid it, that envelope, and I do it every year.
Yeah, to update. Yes.
Every year. As a matter of fact, we have to do a mid-year because things have changed
Yes.
again.
Yes.
So they have that envelope, but she had that envelope. And when we opened that envelope on her passing, because unfortunately, sometimes with families of color, you don't know how to act when somebody passes.
No.
You know? So that being said, that envelope, she covered everything. Even down to the outfit that she was going to be buried
my
in.
grandmother.
She allocated her funds. She already had everything taken care of. She picked out the casket. All my
grandmother
mother
did
had
it.
to do was allocate the
Yes.
funds. That was it. So you want, and because it was so, things were so sudden, we weren't expecting it, we didn't want her to go. So you're dealing with all this emotional upheaval and people fighting and all this other stuff, and it's like, oh, get somewhere. And even on top of that, my grandmother was a very stylish person, so we didn't even get to stay at the hospital. We had to leave the hospital to keep people from robbing
The
her.
house, yes.
Robbing her. So you have all these things that will be into play. So how unloving is it to not leave something in place
I hate
for people to follow?
to see a GoFund message or whatever for that reason. I will, and I'm a kind person, but I will not support if they say, "Can I have GoFund for funeral services?" I'm sorry if it sounds mean, but I'm not going to
You
do
don't
it.
know if they're going to use it for that.
I don't. It's not even a matter of that. Some of these GoFunds that you see, who the person is, right?
Mhm.
They're the ones that have the Gucci this and the
Yeah, they're living a lavish
living
life,
the lavish
but they
life.
won't pay 30,
So they
40,
can't
And I don't
afford
$50 a month.
understand why
You'll eat
you
it,
have
you'll eat it, or you'll wear it
I
in
would
a
have-
shirt,
yeah.
but you won't put it in
In
a
a-
policy.
that.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that, and I tell anybody if anything should happen to me and they put that they will not put a GoFund, but you have people that automatically, right? They automatically, oh, such and such, we're doing a GoFund. Don't even ask the family because I've seen it.
No. As long as I'm your agent,
Oh, yeah.
that's taken
Yes,
care of.
yes. I just think it's just crazy.
It's tacky.
It is.
It's very tacky.
And even though we don't want to like classify it because we know, okay, it may be a family member that's out on drugs and you might not be able to afford to put a policy on everybody. Like I know for my mom was mad at my stepfather for a long time because he had policies on all the brothers, like all the brothers and sisters. So my mom was looking at it like, he got all these policies. That's why he has no money to take care of like his simple things, or we're so tight. But his mindset is still like, I'm the oldest. And it's like they don't have these policies in place. So if something happens, who they look at, they come to the oldest first. No matter what your expenses are, they're looking at you to kind of work things out. So he was paying these policies on everybody, but he had to start letting a few of them go because it did get really tight financially. But it's like, if he doesn't do it, who will? And it's not about getting rich. Yeah, he may pass away before the brothers or sisters do, but you still have to prepare.
Yeah, that's very common.
And it's the mindset.
Especially among my Black
Us.
American people. Yeah,
It's
they'll
bad.
buy insurance for everybody. However, there's also a remedy for that affordability. There's a funeral plan. I mean, I have a funeral plan, $70 a month for 7 people. I mean, how can 7 people not afford $70?
You
a
can
month?
split it up.
$10 a month.
£10 a month,
Okay,
yeah.
Right, so there's always a remedy for it.
You would be
for
surprised.
everything.
You would really
Even
be
my whole thing is
surprised.
just even if
Yeah.
you, my whole thing is
It's
even if you
priority.
just get a policy to bury you.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You don't have to get you don't have to get a policy for Tom, Dick, and Harry.
But
Just
you
to
also
do-
have, but what you also have, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here, because in this day and age where we live in now, they can call it a cute name as they want to. What is it? Food anxiety? No, people are starving in America. They're
Yeah.
starving. So if you're that parent or you're that person, and you're having to choose a policy
Over a
or
meal
your
tonight.
meal for your
Mhm.
kids.
You're right. You're right.
So, and to your point, yes, all 7 people should pitch in the $10.
But they don't.
But we got siblings,
Oh.
we got cousins,
Mhm.
we
That
have
don't,
aunts and
won't,
uncles.
and don't.
They're not going. They'll go to the club in front
Yes,
and throw
yes.
$300 in the
$2.50 a bottle.
VIP.
Yes, yeah.
But you tell them to give, and part of their problem is they're giving it to you.
Yes.
When you're the voice of reason saying, I'm going to get us a policy, I'm going to cover everybody. All I need is $10. They would rather, and we were talking about this on the Saturday call we had, family
yeah.
not even supporting your business.
Oh, yes.
So if they're not going to support your business and you're looking out for them, are they going to support you? So the thing is, like, there's different programs and things that I've come across that can help people who are destitute so they can get the funding so they can get to the insurance. So make the contacts and everything. Put a comment when you watch the show. Put a comment at the bottom. We'll contact you so that we can get you the assistance, so you can get to the insurance.
We actually have two people, Nadine
We'll get it to you.
and Condra.
We'll work together. We'll get you the funding so you can get to the insurance
Yes.
and everything. But you have to be the person who sits down and says, it's time for my life to change.
Yes.
And a lot of times when you look at the GoFundMe's, when you look at the GoFundMe's and you see them, they first of all, let's talk about advertising. Why is that's bad marketing to put the Gucci picture up?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Baseball picture.
Yes.
Up. Put the picture. Sitting up
Their
there.
third grade
with
picture
grandma-
from
the
school.
third grade.
Something, yes.
Don't not
Right.
them posted
Not
up at the club, with, standing behind,
Yeah, popping them bottles, doing that, and
making it rain because
Making it
go
thunder.
collect all that, please, because y'all
Yeah,
need to bury
yeah.
him.
Because you
Yeah.
need to bury them. So it really starts with GoFundMe is a manifestation of a deeper issue.
Everybody knows when it's getting too hot, you need to cool off. So contact Stay Cool for all your AC needs, repairs, installations, and servicing. Make sure to call 954-822-4784 or 407-684-5665 and stay cool.
Clean, clean, clean. Every time man step out, we clean, clean, clean. Y'all ask if my name Listerine. Rain, rain. All of my friends them clean. Hold on. When me step up in a quad gun shot like a catapult, girl love me skin 'cause she know say a copper town. And me not for bleach.
Issue.
Yes.
And
it
that is our wrong priorities within the community.
And our
And poverty
entitlement.
mindset.
Yes.
And our entitlement.
Yes.
That entitlement.
Like
mindset.
someone owes you
Yeah,
something.
oh yeah.
But the sad thing is that I have friends that I've gone to school with of the Caucasian descent. Literally, grandmother passed away. The girl, when I say rich overnight, not that is the goal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
but that's
Caucasian
smart.
community,
Yes, they take
that
care.
is where
Yes.
that
It's not
is
a
where
game.
they, if you want to call it a come up, that's where their come up comes from.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, old money.
It
That's
comes
just
from that old
Yes,
age
just
money
trickling.
that's just been sitting waiting.
Look at the Hiltons.
College.
Look at the Hiltons. Our sisters don't have to
Prime
work.
example.
They don't have to work.
That's all he did was die.
Yeah,
And all he did was die.
yeah. Estee Lauder,
all he
Estee
had-
Lauder, all those.
But
And
at
that's-
the same
And
time,
that's
you don't
also
see
used
parents
for
throwing that
college
around.
funding.
Yes.
A lot of us have a lot of student loan debt.
So put that in the trust. You
Yes.
If
put
my
it in the trust, where
parents
college
had
must be
a
set.
good insurance,
It
yeah, but
is.
if
Yeah.
my parents had a good,
It's a poverty mindset.
Nobody never taught black
But
people.
Yes.
But we can't use that as an excuse. Yeah. But we can't use it as an excuse anymore.
Right, we don't have that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we can't use
Like-
that as an excuse.
Even for my mom, she took out a policy and she's like, "Oh, I have a policy." She was like, "I'm letting you know this, like top secret." So I'm letting you know I got a policy for X, Y, Z. I was like, "Mama, that's not enough." I was like, "Listen, I'm not trying to become a millionaire or a billionaire off of you." I say, but with the way that I'm seeing funerals happen right now, unless I'm gonna build you a box, baby.
Or cremation.
A
is
cremation,
an option.
and I personally, that's not what I want
Me
to
either.
do. But if that's in your will to do, I get it because that is a cheaper way
I
out.
told my
come back.
son, yo, this money is for you to get rich. Cremate me.
I'm like, I'm not. I'm
That's
not
final.
paying
To me,
40
that's
grand
final.
either.
Like,
I'm
one
going
of
to
the body.
heaven. I'm going to heaven. My soul will be with the
Yeah, a lot of
Lord.
people will prefer.
My mom said cremate her. Do not
Cremate.
Don't spend all that money crying over me. Yeah.
And then you know what?
Unless
Some
foul play
people
is
have the
suspected, they don't
audacity.
cremate me
Oh.
until
The autopsy
until
is
it's
coming.
solved.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Yes.
people have the audacity to say that they don't want to be cremated.
Oh,
but
so-
they don't have a policy.
And you don't have a choice.
But isn't that the cheapest way to go?
It
that?
is.
Okay.
But
Even
if
without
you're
a.
not paying for it, if you didn't pay, leave anything.
Then
No,
you
what I'm
can't tell
saying.
somebody.
No, but what I'm
But going
asking
back-
is, if you don't have insurance, is cremation the cheapest
Yes.
way?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I can think of a
It used
couple
to be
other
$500.
cheap
I know it
ways
ain't
to,
$500.
It's a
more.
little more than that.
Alright,
And
so-
then you have different types of cremation
Yes.
where you can also rent a casket
And have
the
a
funeral
ceremony, and then they
all
do
of
it
that
after.
stuff. Yeah, so that's a little more
You
expensive.
can also be turned into jewelry.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
be
Oh,
tree
yeah, that's-
base,
Yes.
all these different things.
I want to be turned into Johnny Walker.
What-
Really?
I know that's
Oh.
right.
Sit me for the
Sit
rest
me,
of your
baby.
life.
That's
Go
messing
back
up
to-
the brand
go back to
right
your-
there.
I know, right?
You might get
Also, like
sued.
I was going back to her point where she, you stupid, I can't deal with y'all. But going back to her point where she was talking about, white families and things like that, Caucasian families and things like that. What you also go down another layer. There was also a trust put in place where they have to meet a standard.
Yes.
In order to receive this money,
Right, you have
must
to- yes.
get this education.
yes.
Yes.
Do this with this business. You have to.
Or
like,
they have to reach a certain age.
they have to
Correct.
read,
They
but
have to
they
read-
still put those stipulations there because it's not like they're just getting this money.
Free
And
money.
those-
And
and
you have
it's
to work
also
for
a
it.
lesson in like, okay,
Building
I'm gonna
and
leave this, but you're gonna
character.
keep building it.
Yes.
So even going back to Paradise, they have all the hotels and things, but she's taking that. She now has her own brand of hotels
Correct.
in Asia.
Correct.
She has her own Paris type hotels and everything.
Yeah,
Have her whole
because easy come,
experience.
easy
Yeah.
go.
Growing up, she's written a book. She's
Yeah.
doing a lot of
She
things
have a
now
child.
that I've
No, yes,
recently
yes.
just
But that
looked
trust
up on.
starts that push.
Trust
That
fund,
Correct.
baby.
starts the push.
I want my kids to be trust fund
my
babies.
son is
But
definitely going
it's
to be
definitely a poverty
trust fund.
mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, with the black community, they have to be educated. They have to understand the details and not just surface level information.
But guess what? It's not only ordinary people. You have celebrities
that don't even
that
have
don't
one.
have it, and when they die, they're chipping into like what?
You mad because somebody got your necklace? Wait a
Where-
minute, go
where's-
pawn that because
yeah,
we need
where-
to put you in the ground.
I really don't get it.
Because
But
their heads, they
I-
think that they're gonna live forever. They don't think it's
or they're
gonna
spending their
happen
money
to me.
on unnecessary 7
living.
cars, 5 planes,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's all the
Why are you so
illusion.
quiet? What is your?
I'm listening.
She just I see Jay just smiling like what?
No, I mean, you guys have a topic covered, so
Okay.
I'm just here for support, So for this one,
This
just
one you
sit-
keep it quiet.
Yeah, just sit back.
You're just
and-
listening.
Sit back
You're
and
just
listen.
observing. Okay.
Yeah, of
Like
course,
on jobs, every job I've had, I've taken out because I have children. Every corporate job that I've had, I would take out a life
They're
insurance.
in. Yeah.
Now, of course, when I leave the job, the life insurance got left too.
No,
Yeah.
but let me.
Now-
ask, but we were just.
Let's speak about
We
that
were
one.
right.
But
I was
again not educated, knowing
Yeah.
that you can
then
roll it over
when
to
they
your.
tell you can have it. It's like, okay, I make the first few payments, and it's like, okay, wait, I got 2 kids. Wait a minute. You can't take this little $47 because it was $47 when I worked for you.
But
Now
when-
you want
It's gonna be
107,
$547.
and I'm trying to claim 15 kids and only got
Yeah.
2 because I need to pay bills.
Right.
Mhm.
It's
You know?
higher.
So it's like it's when it gets that way. But my mama, thank you Lord for my mother.
Not only that, but let's give you another scenario. Let's say you have insurance, but it's just with the job.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people like to say, oh, I have my job insurance. What if you were to get sick and you no longer work
For
for
them.
that?
Correct.
Now you might not be eligible for the best coverage
Correct.
out there. You might not be able to afford the kind of coverage that
You had.
you're gonna be qualified for. So that doesn't make sense either.
But let me ask you, if the policy that you have with your job, if you leave the job, can't you roll it over for your
Depends on the
personal?
type.
But
in some cases,
You have to have a
yeah,
certain
because
type.
one of the things I do, I also work as a benefits educator, where I go into the company and I explain what the package is. Because again, a lot of people don't even
'Cause I have
understand what
that.
they're signing up
Yes.
for,
They just
right?
get it.
But you just go on and click,
click, click,
and
click, click, click. I did.
Exactly.
And I
so
have-
most of the time
I
you
did
don't
not,
know what
'cause
to
I work
click.
for
in.
I need to look and see what I clicked on.
So you need to hire me to explain it to you.
Yes.
One thing I want you to touch on is because from my past experience in that case is most company benefit is like almost like they work. They have
They're
some-
making the money.
They're making
Correct.
money from
It's
the
for them.
policy. So talk about that. Whereas people most of the times, because I was my first couple policy was click click click, and I have no idea what it was all
I
about
got
until
all
when I'm
my
Yeah,
about to
their
leave.
benefit is
I
more
realized that
than
it
you
was
are.
like a simple policy and
Uh-huh.
it wasn't a rollover for me, so I could get anywhere with it. And at the end of the day, I get to realize that all the time I thought, I was benefiting. It was actually the
It then,
company.
company
that
was correct.
So
That's-
if I
that's
give you my,
correct.
if I send you my policy that I have with the job, you'd be able to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll be able to tell. And rollover. Speaking of rollover, a lot of people also just leave their 401k.
Not me.
Not me.
With the
Mm-mm.
company,
Mm-mm.
not thinking they need to roll
Oh,
it
no.
over.
Roll
into
it, roll
something
it,
that
roll
is
it
more
over.
profitable for them.
Yes, yes.
I do that too.
She does everything.
I
Put
roll
your
over.
plugs in, Miss
But I
Nick.
know,
Yeah.
right?
Plug it in.
CEO Legacy, CEO Legacy.
.com.
.com.
But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to think about.
We need to educate our
yeah,
people.
we
And it
really
starts
need
at
Find
to.
out.
home.
And
Yeah.
actually, we need to start from the children.
It starts at home.
We need
Yep.
to start from the kids. Have
Yep.
workshops
We
with these
actually
kids
we have
to
a
let them
workshop
know.
coming out.
Yeah,
have
we
a
need to
workshop
add
that
value
we're putting
into
together.
Add
It'll
yeah.
be launched in the next couple of weeks. I have a sector of high school students that I'm working with now because with the $100 million run group, we have the 2K a week challenge. So I've taken these kids right now and I'm like, okay, you're going on the 2K a week challenge. So to teach them not only how to generate 2,000 a week, what to do with it, where to put it, how to go through the checklist and things
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
So we,
Because guess what? In the kids' mind, all they're thinking basketball, football,
Mm.
rapper, actor.
Leisure-
Everybody,
leisure
everybody
activities.
wants to do that.
Yeah.
You know, but there's other ways. And with this new technology, everybody doing the YouTube, TikTok, this, that.
Yep.
They're
Or they
making money.
just could
No, they're
read a
making
copy
money,
of
but
Rich
how
Dad,
are
Poor
they?
Dad and
But
see
how?
the difference.
Yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, great book. Everybody should read
Is
it.
that by
haven't
Sam
read it.
Ramsey?
No,
No.
not David.
no.
Kawasaki.
Yes.
Kawasaki. Robert
Yeah,
Kiyosaki.
Okay.
a couple times. So if you,
It clearly differentiates how you spend your money.
The mentality.
You know, are you going to make it grow for you, or are you going to just consume it?
And boy,
Right.
I wish
So,
that when I was younger, I had all that education,
it's not too
financial.
late.
I know it's not too late, but you know, the younger you start,
Yeah,
it's
the
better.
Especially with financial literacy. Like my
But I be like, huh, you think me? But I have it. I have my own bank right now because I be
Bank.
making
Yeah.
so much money.
Yeah.
I have my own.
you can be your own banker, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it definitely starts at home.
Yes.
It definitely starts at a young age.
Yes.
It does.
You know, you turn 18, you move out of the home, you start living life. I moved out, didn't have no credit, didn't have
Yeah.
nothing, and didn't know anything.
Yeah.
But with my children now, my son's 21, my daughter's 19, my baby's 14. You like everyone when they turn 18, they already have a 700 plus credit score because I've had them on my credit cards.
Yes.
So it's like I cannot,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have generational wealth for you right now, and I'm not dead and gone, so you don't have a policy to bank on. However, walking out the door, I need you to be able to leave with knowledge
Yes.
and leave with something
Responsibility.
foundational to at
Mhm.
least start you off with. And if all I can do is give you good credit, at least
That's
let
a
me give you
start.
that because that is the
That's a-
best.
That's a start.
That's the best thing that you could really can do for your child.
No, that is a
So
huge start.
I put them on like 2 or 3 cards. I get them their own card. Okay, we're gonna put gas. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. Because not only being an authorized user, but you gotta also need to build your own. So just teaching them that and understanding what you have to do moving forward is like the best thing you can. That's the best investment.
And
We have
also,
to-
and
you did
also to
very well.
learn to use other people's money as leverage.
Bum.
My son knows how to use mine.
They have to
The
start
bank,
at home.
bank of
Yes.
mommy, the bank of
Yes.
mommy, right?
Yes.
Save and
But-
invest his, and
Yes.
then
I saw on
yeah.
social media where it says that parents should not be quick to but send their kids out.
That's the black
Instead,
community again.
no, instead charge them rent.
Yes.
$250 a month.
But put it
right?
up for them.
Put it up for them. So, when
they
they're
can
ready
put
to
it down for how?
that's what I saw.
Come on,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I mean, I can't do that right now because
Yeah,
when he
but-
was giving me, we were paying bills, baby.
But I'm
No, but if if
I
we
gotta teach you responsibility.
yeah, but if we had
you can.
that knowledge and
way back when,
Yeah.
we would be
we
in
would
a
own
better
the
position.
world. We would own the world.
But
Yeah, but-
us black and brown people are concentrating.
My mom did that for me though.
Yeah.
She would charge me when I got 18. When I moved out, she was able to help me with down payment to move my first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
we are so focused on the
The right
material
now,
thing.
yes.
I mean, when I was younger, I mean, I get it, but you have to
It's-
get past that.
That is another story, because that is just coming from a place of scarcity. You know, you're not used to certain things growing up, so now you want, you know, it's coming from a place of scarcity. So that's like some serious socio-economic status
No.
issues right there. That's another story.
But the scarcity,
You know?
even the scarcity part.
It's a shift. There
Well,
needs to
even
be a
with the
shift in
scarcity
mindset.
part, it's still and this even goes away from the GoFundMe. But you have a ton of people speaking in the psychology of the scarcity paradigm. You have these people who come over here, and they're coming from beyond scarcity, and they come into
And because-
and build up in
Because
a
they know where they're
way,
coming from, where they come
you know?
from.
So it's like they'll find the resource. They're not coming from the education that we're putting out there. They're coming straight off, you know, either the Bolt, they're coming from Ibiza, they're coming from wherever.
Yeah.
But they're coming here, building up, and their mindset is to take advantage of everything they possibly can in opportunity.
Yes.
So is it for us, is it necessarily a scarcity thing? Or have we become accustomed to, because the language that we get over here is that, you know, oh, well, like for example, we have the Section 8 generational culture. My mother
That's
was
another
on
show.
it, taught me how to
Yes.
go into it.
Yes.
So what really is it? It can't be really established on anything that is a fact can be based on a scientific paradigm, and there's not a correlation between scarcity and poverty, because you have these people who come over here with the scarcity and they build up. So what really is our problem over here?
So this is such an This is such an interesting topic that we're gonna have to touch it on another time. We got to touch it on another time, and actually, the next time we do a show like that, we gotta educate, give more education on, you know, on types of policy. Yeah, and these will be the once again. If you're in, yes, that would be our show. So, with that being said, if you're interested in insurance, getting more information on how it works, we got our two girls, Nadine and Condra, CEO Legacy.
The CEO Legacy.com.
.com. I keep forgetting the .com. And can you tell people your?
ForMySonLLC.com.
All right, and with that being said, go get your policy, because we ain't gonna support no GoFund for no funeral
planet.
or a
They
funeral
don't be
plan.
selling no t-shirts and fish fries.
No.
So thank you so much for joining Kicking It with Reecy and Friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. So whenever we have a new number.
It's the number 4, my son, sorry.
All right. So thank you
I don't
once
even know what
again,
they do.
and
They probably
catch
bury it in the
you.
backyard.
I'm trying to close the show. Thank you. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.
Clean. Every time man step out, we clean. 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 Y'all ask if my name Listerine. Rain. All of my friends, them clean. Hold on. When me step up in a quad, gunshot like a catapult. Girl love me skin cause she know say a copper town. And me not fi bleach for them call me no copper brown. On a circus swag, I'm not a clown. Them fi know them brands done shut a town. Them suck drop a ground.